Hi, this is Beth with Beth's Boat Tours. I got a beauty for you today. This is a 1990 42-foot Kadey Krogen Classic. Wow. She has been very well maintained. As you can see, she's a lot of boat. What a great liveaboard this would be. Or traveling to the Bahamas and back, which is what this vessel did. Or doing the loop. She does have a custom swim platform. It's very large. So let's go aboard and take a look. So I'm going to move forward. She's had so many upgrades over the last 5 years. She does have 300 feet of anchor chain. That is not very old. She has a really nice, ideal windlass, a very large rockna on her bow. I mean, everything about this boat is beefy. Nice covers on those windows in the lower helm, which to me would probably be my primary helm. I'll show you that. Super easy walking around this vessel. You definitely feel very safe and secure. So now the cockpit has plenty of room. As you can see, there's a really nice teak table with a couple of chairs, an herb garden, a grill, looks like a prep table, and you do have a walk through to the swim platform. So beautiful. Now, we'll go up to the Flybridge later, but we'll go inside. You gotta love these double doors to enter. Beautiful. And of course, what's really cool with the Kadey is that they have these pull-out screens that will close off this whole area, so no bugs are coming in. You do have a TV that actually will raise, and the controller is over there. But as you walk in, you can see this area is super comfy. Custom light fixtures. I love, 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 love these shades. Beautiful. And this table does go up and down. So you can have it as a dining table or a cocktail table. As we move forward, you do have this really, really nice storage area. I love this. It's like a china cabinet, so much storage. And then in here you do have your panels. Out of the way, but I'll tell you what, I love this cabinet. So you don't know what's behind it. It just really makes it look nice. And as you can see, there are little locks on all of the cabinets. So when you're underway, but this boat has stabilizers, so don't even worry about those things flying open. But that's what they're for. Nice counter space in this galley. Microwave. I love that little round port. That's cool. And of course, the subway tile is beautiful in here. It really adds to it. You have a 3-burner propane stove with an oven, double sink. You do have a lot of storage, and they did add sliding shelves for all your stuff. But the best part, I think, is you have these eye level. This is a freezer with an ice maker. How cool is that? And then this is the fridge on this side. Wow. And I love how easy it is to get to them. You know, it's so easy. Down here you do have a slide out trash bin. Plenty of drawers. Look at that. Plenty, plenty, plenty. And more cabinets. And of course, up here. Wow. So nice. So we're going to go forward. And I'll show you a little something on the way as we get down the stairs here. All right. Washer dryer combo. Very, very cool. And the light comes on when you open it up. That's extra cool. So on starboard, you do have your second cabin. And they do have a chest of drawers there and a Pullman, or I call it a Pullman right there. Shelves. Do have storage. Lots of storage. My goodness. Yep, more. And across, you do have the one head. So this has 2 sleeping cabins and 1 head. That's all you need. And of course, more storage. And a separate shower, which is a really good size. With your own port in there. Make sure it doesn't get all steamy and moldy and all that. Then all the way forward, we have a centerline queen that looks extremely comfy. It is a custom mattress with lots of storage and his and her hanging lockers that look cedar lined. No, they're not cedar lined, but they are lined with wood and they look nice. And then of course you have your little makeup area with a stool that comes out. There is something I forgot to show you in this middle cabin right here. And that is that it does have a custom mattress that you can fold in half to get to the storage that's under here. I don't want to lift that up. I'll probably never get it back with one hand. So that's a really good idea. Let's go to your lower helm. Up just a couple of steps, I think 3, not bad. And I'll tell you, whoo-wee, yeah, that would definitely be the napping one right there. It's plenty long enough, wide enough, perfect. Of course, you have nice Garmin multifunction display. This vessel does come with an iPad because it has your Garmin maps, Navionics, and Aquamap already loaded on it. You do have radar, AIS, bow thruster, stabilizers, flopper stoppers for when you're at anchor, and all this storage. Which there's a lot. Super comfy. So let's look at the engine room. So this vessel has a Ford-Lehman 130 horse, and it does have a Westerbeke generator. Now she has 600 amps of solar, 600 of lithium, which are in two batteries, which is the house bank, and the rest are the AGMs. Look at this engine room. And of course there's solar controllers down here. How neat and clean is this? I've looked at a lot of engine rooms. I'll tell you what, this one is beautiful. All right. So she holds 450 gallons of diesel. Now, she had her tanks replaced. So her fuel tanks have been replaced. She holds 360 of water. Like I said, she has had a ton of upgrades. Too many for me to remember for this video. So let's go up to the Flybridge. Thank goodness the sun is out and it's warmed up. Does have an IceCo fridge freezer up here. This vessel is equipped with an up-to-date life raft, if you can believe that. I know, I have never done a video with an up-to-date life raft. Here's some of your solar. And of course you do have control of the bow thruster, and there are your mounts for your iPad and your Garmin. Does have a nice big bimini. This vessel has a 1-year-old West Marine rib with a Suzuki, I think it's a 9.9. That also is 1 year old. There's your Starlink right there. They use that in the Bahamas, and it's going to convey. So that's my tour of this 1990 42-foot Kadey Krogen Classic. As always, the information will be in the description at the bottom, including the price, the location, and how to make an appointment to see her. You know, she's ready to go. You really don't need to add anything to this vessel. So this would make a great vessel for somebody. I know I love her. So have a good day. Get out there on the water. Bye.